Howdy everyone, hello, welcome back to more of Let's Play Kessen 2, the Black Shadow, and things should hopefully work a bit better this time.
The battle of Tian Shui is over, and Cao Cao is triumphant.
Hooray!
Hoping to end Liu Bei's continued resistance, Cao Cao consults with his commanders and begins to plan the invasion of Yi province.
Now bear in mind, of course, it's a different story. It's not that Liu Bei took over Yi from Liu Zhang, he unified with him, so...
Let the meeting begin.
There's more resistance than
Everyone lay out
expect.
your ideas.
Your Majesty rules half the continent. World domination is almost in your hands by now. Perhaps now is the time to convince Liu Bei's men of the futility of their cause.
The workers have come to me with a plan for a grand new siege weapon they want to develop and build for you. It can send huge objects hurtling through the air. Why not allow them to develop it now?
Liu Bei's in his main stronghold, a place called Chengdu that is very hard to take. For us to take him, we will need time and a great many more soldiers.
My lord, tell us your wishes.
Alright, so, we've got definitely some ideas here. Here's our situation. We're pretty reasonably balanced with Liu Bei, except for technology, where we definitely have the edge, which is not a huge surprise, really, on the standard run. So we can either persuade some enemy troops that they shouldn't really be fighting us. We can develop weapons, of course, with Cao Bu, or we can do some recruiting with some Yi. Don't really need to be doing recruiting. We're in pretty good shape in this case. On an expert run, maybe a little bit different, but I think as far as we're concerned, we should be pretty good here. Cao is probably what we're going to take it, because it is fun getting hold of weapons, so I can kind of show off the stuff here. I think it's usually pretty good. But out of curiosity, what would the effectiveness of this be? The hell? Signs?
We have put a notice board within Liu Bei's territory. It proclaims the strength of the Empire. Some soldiers have already deserted Liu Bei's army.
What, from one notice board? I mean, put up one board in his territory? Or it's like, screw this, I'm going home. Good times. I mean, that's not actually all that bad, but, yeah, we're going with this.
I've made up my mind. We will be victorious.
As you wish. Behold the new weapon. It's called a Catapult. Most excellent for hurling large rocks long distance. Fearsome protection. Just the thing for castle walls.
One thing I will give this game is it knows how to produce some really cool looking weapons. So I'll give it that. The fire towers, the arbalests were pretty sweet too. The freaking punching things that Zhao Yun used. Some really cool shit.
Cao Cao, leading the Wei army, passes the Shaman Gate, and his forces pour into Yi province. To counter Cao Cao's attack, Liu Bei and Liu Zhang concentrate their forces within the walls of Chengdu, preparing the castle for a siege.
I don't believe
Cao
I've
Cao
heard
reaches
it called
Chengdu and prepares for an assault, hoping to bring a swift conclusion to the war.
the Shaman Gate in, like, anything else other than this game.
Uncle, what is it you've come to say?
I'd like to talk in private.
Don't you worry about that one.
I would be.
Well, I guess it's okay.
Uncle, tell me, what is it?
I don't know how to say this, but you and Liu Bei, you're brothers.
Brothers?
What?
Soon after you were born, and you were separated, Liu Bei was born.
Excuse me?
As brothers, no one can make you fight.
I can't believe it. Liu Bei, my brother? Now that's a good one.
Yeah, it must be. What?
Please be kind. Have pity on Cao Cao.
Why does she have her own
Imperial
tent?
Seal. Where is it? Please tell me. Please. I'm begging you. Don't you see? We need it. To stop the fighting with Liu Bei.
But why? Why would you bow to me?
I think you'll be shocked.
Oh no.
What?
It's really true.
Brothers?
On whose authority? An old man?
Can they?
I don't have any family either. He shouldn't be fighting Liu Bei.
Himiko, what are you doing?
Well, it's like I
Just leave now.
Aw, I actually feel sorry for her. What?
So it is. I have no hope for peace in the land.
Oh, boy, do you notice that on the
For the longest time, I
extreme
had no
left
fear
on the
of anything.
screen, her model stopped
No
before she
one
was
would
out of
dare
shot
to try
there.
to conquer me.
Oops.
And do you know why? At least, since the day I lost my mother. Then there was nothing. Nothing left to lose. But now I have a brother I never knew I had. How can this be?
Your heart is trapped and hidden. Hidden in an armored shell of ice. But deep inside, it's beating. When the armor melts away, your true self will be revealed.
My true self?
So, we need to just pause for one moment and condense this into, with all of everything that has happened in this game, with the whole DL Chan stuff, the fact that you've got people that have been alive for well over 100 years and everything's gone on, Liu Bei and Cao Cao are somehow brothers. What?
Commence the War Council. Report on your situation.
According to the scouts' reports, they have taken up this position here.
I have absolutely nothing. Right, anyway, so let's put that aside and delve into what is actually a really cool fight, the Siege of Chengdu here. As I've mentioned before, this is a combination of both Liu Bei as well as Liu Zhang's forces, which is really, really cool. You don't often get to see, like, basically 3 different armies kind of in the same fight. Pretty cool.
In this battle, both Liu Bei's forces and Liu Zhang's must be forced to flee the field if we are to win. If we can't force this issue, then we will be in ruin.
Let's leave the new catapult in the hands of Ba.
Did he just fly in from
State
nowhere
your
there?
strategies.
This is
That's
my
interesting.
humble strategy. We have your servant kill the enemy commander in a duel. After this, they will be demoralized and confused.
Yeah, that gate's being guarded by Guan Yu.
While they're paralyzed, we attack simultaneously from all sides, guaranteeing victory.
Your Majesty, this is what I think we should do to them. We draw off the enemy's attention by hitting the northeast and south gates of the castle.
Right.
Seizing the advantage, my men and I will go disguised as enemy soldiers to the weakened gate with the help of Ba. We then trick them into opening the gate, rush into the castle, and then victory will be yours.
Now then, Your Majesty, I suggest we try it this way. First, we send a false report to Zhang Fei saying Zhang Ren plans to defect. Then we send a false report to Zhang Ren saying Zhuge Liang is using Liu Zhang as a shield.
Dissension.
Zhang Ren and that simpleton Zhang Fei will be easy prey for us and leave their posts. Then, when they're weakened, we will attack from 2 directions.
Majesty, which plan do you prefer here?
So, all of these have some merit to them. It also kind of depends a bit on what you decide to do with Xiao Ba. For, like, example, say, Semier's plan isn't really as... doesn't take as much advantage of Xiao Ba. I remember Xiao Ba has got hold of the Catapult. So, I mean, I guess in this version, he's just going to attack the North Gate instead, which isn't too bad. The North Gate is really hard to get into. Not only is Guan Yu defending it, but you've got Yan Yan's archer unit, which you might remember from the Bei siege. And that will shoot whoever's attacking this gate to absolute pieces and just wreck it while you're trying to take the gate down. Zhao Yun's up here as well. It's really, really dicey stuff. So, wherever you put those catapults is good ideas. And bear in mind in that will probably affect your choices here. Anyways, Zhang Liao's is probably therefore the worst of the three. It's concentrating a lot of forces to the North Gate, which, as I said, you're going to get brutalized in. Even though, like, you're arranging for a duel between Zhang Liao and Guan Yu, I will show this off. The problem is, however, is that, yeah, you're going to get horrendously destroyed. However, Guo Shuao happens to be also traveling the north route. You might want to make him a sacrificial lamb. Shun Yu's idea, I don't think I've ever used. But I like the idea of kind of like sneaking in the back gate under the disguise there. Like, it's not a bad way of getting into the castle with your forces if you want to just go for Liu Bei and Liu Zhang directly. The problem is that they're going to be kind of unsupported. You're going to take a lot of losses on these other gates. You know, Ma Chao's here with an arch unit too. So you're going to be taking a lot of losses on these gates to do it. So that's not great. Xingyi's idea is not a bad idea, just to pull some forces back away from the gates in the first place so you can get in and then kind of flood the streets with your men. It's probably the best of the lot. I reckon I might give... I don't know who I'm going to give an idea here. Like, both are decent. I might go for Shun Yu's. I'm kind of intrigued by it, I guess. I might go for Simi's. I don't know. I'm going to show off Zhang Liao's first, however. So let's go ahead and... well, let's save state before I do this, so I don't have to repeat as much content on my side of things. That state should be good. Alright. Let's go show you some goods.
Let's use this strategy. Battle! Yes, sir.
But yeah. Guo Shuao is basically going to be sacrificial lamb for this North Gate, whatever I do. Someone has to be. It might as well be him. Let's punish him for being terrible.
Attack them!
Alright then. So, here we go. Zhang Liao's plan.
Whatever happens, I can't lose this duel!
So that's one good thing about this, is that you will get a bit of a bonus morale at the start, which is kind of nice. You know, your forces will be requiring it. So yeah, we're going to look to basically extract the North Gate. Now, the problem with this plan, as you're going to see as we delve this pretty quickly here, we're not going to be focused on anything else here, is that for the duel to actually happen, the problem you've got is that you have to actually take the gate down first. Until the gate is removed, you don't actually, like, the Zhang Liao's and Guan Yu's units have to be in actual combat with each other, which means you have to take the gate out first. So the problem you have is that, as I mentioned before, Yan Yan's sitting in this North Gate, and he is going to absolutely rip the unit that's attacking the gate to shreds. And it's pretty grotesque. Alright, so yeah, Zhang Liao's unit just make their way to the gate here. So yeah, do note that at this point, you can't be shot at. by the arch unit. It's only once you start actually trying to attack the gate will it happen here. There's action on the east side there. Zhang Wen's been defending that gate. He's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. So yes, now the gate's starting to attack, but yeah, look at this. This gate has so much health and so much protection here. So trying to take down this gate is going to take an awful long time. So now that we're attacking the gate, now we've been found by the AI. So now Yarnon's going to move in position behind the gate here. And eventually you're going to start seeing him just getting shot to pieces here. At the moment, we're just taking the little 5 losses here and there, which doesn't really do anything. It's not a big deal. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, now it's happening. Took a little while to actually start happening, but yeah, so now the unit's being shot at by Yan from behind the gates, now been identified. And you can see the damage here, both on the troop counter, but mainly it's the morale. And you can start seeing the damage just accruing here, and it's pretty nasty. When you think how long it's going to take you to take this gate down, that's a real problem. Ouch.
Fire!
Yeah. So this is later on. So the gate's only fallen here, as you can see, but look at the damage that's been done to Zhang Liao's unit. It has been decimated by attacking the gate here. Just ripped to shreds. We've lost like about 60% of our forces.
The gate's open.
Morale is all just completely shot to pieces here. It's disgusting. And this is a real problem with this strategy. So if you're gonna do this, get Guo Shuao to do it. Get him to bust the gate down. Then just send him to just guard the storehouse the rest of the map. That's really what you want to be doing here.
The gate is open. Now's our chance.
The battle's nowhere near done.
So your reward if you decide to go through with this plan This is the whole reason we did this, by the way. Don't know where we're meant to be.
Guan Yu, do you have a woman?
Of course.
Then get her and run. I promise I won't stop you.
Forget it. A real man gives a fight for his friends and his cause.
It's so ridiculous. This is the variant of basically the one we saw at Changban.
Don't let your lady down.
The Changban Guan Yi wins. In this version, we win, which is great and all. So we get our morale back up here. And Guan Yi's morale's down a bit, I guess. But look at the damage and devastation that's been caused. And we're still being shot at by Yan, by the way. That hasn't stopped. We're still being murdered by Yan. So, all in all, this plan's... It's not very good, folks. It's not great. You're going to have to sacrifice some kind of unit to do it. And, yeah, look at this. In this one, Guo Shuao's unit actually has... Kai Wenji's with Guo Shuao? What? What an absolute travesty. How are you not leading this? Unbelievable. Right, so next up for us to sample is Sima Yi's plan.
Damn Zhang Ren! So you think you'll hand my brother's head to Cao Cao, do you? I'll kill you!
Zhuge Liang, he really thinks he can use my lord Liu Zhang as a shield to escape from Chengdu?
Alright then, yeah, so the whole point of this plan is to draw Zhang Fei and Zhang Ren away from their respective gates so that we can look to bust in super easy and get into things. You notice, yeah, our forces are completely different. Shahabar's up the north side now, which is pretty good. Means we can bust down the gate that Guan Yu's defending and Yan significantly quicker, so I guess that's not bad, although these are expensive units to still send into a pretty dangerous situation. So we'll kind of see how this will work out here. But I like the force composition a bit better. Sending it here, because otherwise with the first plan, you've got Xiahou Bars being sent to the far left side, which is a long way to go for a gate that's like, you know, you might want to perhaps use the catapults on other gates, is what I'm saying. That north gate looks a pretty good target for it. Right, so we're going to take Sima Yi's units here just to show off. This is the first one that's going to get to the Eastern Gate. So last time previously, Zhang Ren's defending this, but now we'll get here and find that, well, there's no one here at all. There's still, of course, plenty of health here, but look how fast it goes down now because it's not being protected. Because they've been lured into the center of the castle courtesy of Sima Yi's ploy. So getting in is not only significantly quicker, but also damage-free, which is pretty nice. Although, Ma Chao will instead move into position instead on this gate, which is a problem. Oh, wow, he's just sallying straight out at us. Wow, I didn't expect that. That amazes me. That's a big surprise. It's also deeply unappreciated. It's a chunky unit too, as well. Yikes. Yeah, I don't think that was part of the plan there, Sima Yi. That's a bit of a concern. One thing I'll give Guo Shuao's unit is at least it's got some speed on it. Now, whether that's because it's just an archer unit, or maybe it's because Kai Wenji's Mongolian horses are also helping, I don't know. But I'll give it that makes a big difference to the speed there. But yeah, the difference between Guo Shuao's unit... Yeah, Yan'an unit still shooting away at the north there. The difference between, Guo Xiao's unit with and without Kai Wenji in this battle is just so crazy drastic. It's unbelievable. And I know Kai Wenji can't be in charge of the unit because she's an optional officer, but still. So sad.
The gate is open. Now, go.
Yes, my friends. All right then. So yeah, at least you can get into the gates much more easier, which is kind of nice. This is probably a pretty quick way of looking to try and try. Yeah, it's probably the quickest of the three plans. Shun Yu's can be, but you're reliant on getting that decisive strike against Liu Bei and Liu Zhang. Or you take the longer route and get them in and then get them to, like, hit the north and south gates from behind. Fire! Which is also an option available to you. However, there is a downside to this plan.
Can't you all see this? It's just an enemy plot.
Huh? What's that?
So it's a trick then. Get back to your posts as fast as you can.
What? Oh no!
So yeah, after a little while, it will be realized by the the three of them that it's a trick and that they've been had. Now, when you're playing on normal, this takes quite a while for this to actually happen. But when you're playing on expert and events, especially on the enemy side, are much speed up a huge amount, and in situations where there might be extra forces around, you might not be able to capitalize on this strategy as much as you can do on normal. So it's probably, I probably wouldn't choose for an expert run, but it depends. If you can still bust your way in, you might be able to do the damage here. But you see that Ma Chao is holding off here. Ma Chao actually beat Sima Yi here and just straight defeated him. So there's been a lot of casualties there. So this plan has not gone too well. Except this looks pretty good though. All right, so time for our outro. We're going to take Shun Yu's plan then. So, let's look at our forces quickly and see what's going on where. So, the north is being attacked by Zhang Liao, Yujin, and Sima Yi, which makes it look like, so Xiahou Ba is going to, Xiahou Ba's one with the catapults, isn't he? Yeah, now the problem is, say, Shun Yu and Xiahou Ba are going to be heading down, to this gate here. But the problem is that doesn't really, mean we're going to get much use out of the catapults, I fear. We might still get some use out of them. We'll have to see what happens there. But, it might not be too great for them. Pangday's going to go towards the south gate by the looks of it. And these guys are going to the near one. So that means there's going to be... Guo Shuao is also being tasked with guarding the supply depot here. That's kind of... yeah, this is not the greatest looking formation I ever saw here. Maybe I prefer, on a On a just setup format, I think I prefer Simi Yi's. It looks better. Anyway, so Cao Cao along with Cao Bu and Cao Hong, which is going to be pretty much for the rest of the game. Himiko being joined by Hu Ji. Cao Ren along with Yujin and Li Dian. Pang Dai is being joined by Cheng Yu. Xiahou Ba along with Deng Ai. Xun Yu along with Xiahou Dun. That's a really nice combination, actually, I think, for the two of them. I think it pairs really, really well. At Northgate, Zhang Liao, Zhang He, and Guo Jia. Simi Yi on his own. And then Yujin, obviously, with Di and Shong. And then Guo Shuao at the back here with Kai Wen. So, what do I want to do here as an actual proper setup? I am still going to attack this North Gate, although it's going to hurt. So the question is, who do I sacrifice? I think I'm about to use Simi and do this. It's a decent crossbow unit, but it is only crossbows. And what I could look to do with Simi Yi is bust the gate down, throw a load of spells, and then just run for it. I actually think that's not a bad idea, so I think we'll go ahead and do that. So send Zhang Liao over here. Yujin's going to go there. Now, I do want to get Guo Shuao into the action, or mainly, I just want to get Kai Wengi into the action, because, of course, I do. Panday's going South Gate, so I might, take, I might opt to take Cao Ren with him as well, and look to partner up here. I think that sounds pretty good to me. We're going to send Cao Ren down this gate as well. That sounds good. Which means it's going to be Himiko and Guo Shuao attacking the East Gate. And we're going to leave Cao Cao in reserve just for the moment and kind of see how things are going to move here. I might use Cao Cao to actually bash the gate down in the first place, though, and then we'll pull him out and get, maybe Guo Shuao or Himiko to actually attack the gate. It's going to be guarded by Zhang Ren, who's pretty capable, though, so that is a bit of a risk. It's pretty good formations as well. Moon, I don't really want Moon for you. Probably I'm gonna take Bull. Bull sounds pretty good. We'll take some aggressive formations, obviously, for this lot as well. Seems reasonable. Might take Owl. I know you're not really got a huge leadership boost, but I guess I could take Bowl as well. Take Bowl for you. Asp is fine. Box is fine. Asp is fine. I should probably give you something better. I might give you Box. Or Dart. We'll go with Dart for you. Zhang Liao definitely should be on it. Again, I don't know how the AI or how the game decides who should be in what formations, but you should really review these before you start sending your forces into battle. It really, some of them are very questionable at best. Unfortunately, this unit's not going to have many choices for formations between Guo and Kai Wengi, but I suppose probably Swan seems reasonable. We'll go with Swan, sure. Cao Ren with Ring isn't the worst choice, actually, I guess, but I'm not a big fan of Ring. We'll go with Box for you, and Cao Cao with Bull should be good. Alright, let's actually get to the siege of Chengdu Castle. This can be a bit of a long fight. This definitely has potential to be one of the longer ones in the game, just because it can be really difficult to get in some of these gates here, whichever one you target. Now, what's going to happen here with the catapults is that, yeah, normally with the catapults, you would use it to actually try and bash one of the gates down. Which you can definitely do. It makes getting one of the... It doesn't instantly open the gate, but it will get it down, about half the full bar. So if it's 3/4 health, it gets down about a quarter. So you get through a lot quicker. It will also damage the units protecting it as well, which is pretty nice. But yeah, admittedly, this plan is going to make the least effectiveness out of the catapults, which is a shame. But we will get some use out of it, however. Don't worry about that. Yeah, so obviously the cavalry's going down the south side. They're going to get to the far side pretty quickly, which is good. Probably going to be launching attacks on the eastern, on the southern gates, probably about the same time that these guys get to the eastern one. So I guess that's good. Alright, Cao Cao's nearly here. Guys. Guys. Thank you. let's start having at the gate here. This is going to take some time, of course. Start. So let's have a look at some enemy forces here. We've got some ideas here. So here's Zhang Ren. He's only on his own, but ultimately he's got a load of heavy footmen, and his war stats fairly decent. That's not going to be the prettiest fight in the world. Of course, we've seen the top here with Guan Yu. His war's basically maxed now. He's got tons of abilities, joined by Guan Ping and Zhou Sang. All heavy stuff, and of course, the big problem is... yeah, Yan is just sitting there. It's going to just shoot the hell out of everything, so... unfortunately, yes, CVE is going to be a bit of a sacrifice here. Someone has to be. Right. Let's get these forces into a bit more of a better position. Not a balanced idea you can use, especially on, like, hard difficulties. The AI in this game is not great in the defense missions, in that, like, if you bust the gate down and you run away, the unit defending the gate pretty much always will sally out, which means you can ambush them and just surround them 2-to-1, 3-to-1, and take them out pretty easily sometimes. It's not great. It's pretty exploitable, to be honest, and it's like I don't really particularly like doing it, so. But it's a thing. Still amazed at the size of these gates here, by the way. Some of those rocks are coming out of people's hands a lot quicker than they should be, I'm noticing. It's kind of unsettling. Come on, boys! Oh, come on! They can't hurt you, I don't think. There we go. Start taking that damn thing down. Good. Alright then. Meanwhile, on the other side of town... that's maybe still slightly... I wouldn't say ill, but that was slightly uncomfortable. Right, so the cab's coming around the far side here. So yeah, the whole plan is to... here we go. Fire! Yep. Yan just starting to shoot everything to hell there. He has an infinite supply of arrows, folks. An infinite supply. It was tempting to try and get Xiaoba to, like, quickly catapult the south gate before we came across it, but I didn't know that was going to, like, ruin our plan. The whole point is we're supposed to be disguising ourselves as the Shu soldiers, so if we start attacking them, like, that's going to kind of give it away, right? Most likely. Man, this unit is so quick. Oh, it's delicious.
Open the gate!
Yes, folks. It actually works. We didn't even have to...
Now then, everyone charge them!
We didn't even have to build a giant freaking horse made out of straw or whatever else. And use that to deceive them. A little decrease there for Liu Zhang's forces, who realized just how stupid their allies are. The gate's still being protected, though, by Zhao Yun, so it's not an insta-win by any stretch of imagination. But it means the gate's open for free, which is kind of nice. Zhao Yun, of course, is going to be pretty fucking good, joined by Sun Li and Jiang Wei. This is pretty good. Sun Li's actually elite horses. Wow, that's kind of unsettling. Look at all these abilities they're rocking as well. Damn. That's a lot of goods. Oh, wow, you can pick up, wow. Dude, where does he pick up rally? It's kind of neat. Right, so I don't want to fight them like this. We are going to bail out here. What we're gonna do here is we are going to try and lure out Zhao Yun here. We're gonna hold fire with Xiaoba. We're gonna lure out Zhao Yun, and then we're gonna catapult him from behind. Is what we're gonna do. We are going to... oh, I can't even rally, can I? You can't use any damn abilities in these gate stages. It's so sad. It's kind of depressing. They're just in a straight fight. This is going to be a pretty uncomfortable and long fight. So we are going to bail out here and try and bait them in. Right, let's have a look at what else is going on here. Right, they're nearly here. So we get Pangday attacking the gate. Sauren is going to be up in waiting support. Yeah, Simiyi, look at this. It's already beginning for Simiyi. Like, the gate's getting there slowly. The damage being sustained. It's just so disgusting. This North Gate's just hell. Like, it's bad on... It's bad in the Shu variant when you're trying to get Yan Yan himself on the gate. He's just shooting you down. But this is, like, even worse. You're being hit twice by the defenders and the archery shots. Pretty nasty. Right, Xunyu's pulling away here. So, hopefully Zhang's going to take the bait because he doesn't know Shahabar's there. I think it's... is it working? I'm unsure. Let's turn it around here. Yeah, looks like they're taking the bait. Very nice. Defenders on the south side as well, unsurprisingly. I believe that is Zhang Fei, isn't it? Yes.
Fire!
I love how his lines like always kind of like doesn't playfully. It's kind of weird. Right, so let's have a look at Zhang Fei's unit as well while we're here. I assume it's got his daughters as per usual. Yeah, Li Lin, Luo, pretty standard stuff. I kind of also as well, like, you look at, you know, Li Lin and Luo have definitely very different skin tones. So I'm guessing, you know, same father, different mother, something like that. Yeah, usual stuff here. 100 morale as well. That's the thing as well. I don't know what it is, but, like, the Shu forces seem to get, like, I think that the allies, as long as they're within the castle walls, they seem to get morale boosts, which is kind of regretful because, like I say, Zhanren went down. He's already back up again, so that is a problem. It's going to make sieging difficult here. Right, guys, Xiaoyun is taking the bait here. This is good. Right, let's take Shahabar here, and we'll get ready to launch the attack. Right. Let's go. Go, 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 go! Shoot him! Well, we're still going to hit him from behind here.
Fire!
Am I actually not going to be able to use the catapults at all? Wow, that's actually pretty depressing. I don't think I'm actually going to get any use out of them. I didn't even realize that was going to be a thing in this. Yeah. Got nothing. That's depressing. Damn, well, that sucks. Alright then, so I figured I'll quickly go back to here so I can at least show you guys what the catapults do. Shahabar moving position on the left there.
Show them your strength! Catapult!
I didn't even realize that by picking Xun Yu's plan here, I'm never going to use these. That's kind of depressing. They do look good though.
Fire!
Really good. Over they go! Into space. Great. Yeah, that's some carnage. It's not a bad hit, that's about 3,000 troops there, as well as some round damage. It's not great, actually. That's actually a little bit disappointing. I was expecting more. And you see the gate damage on that. Wow, I actually remember the catapults being a lot more effective than what they actually are. Man, they kind of suck. I'm depressed to pit these now. I'm not going to reload to like choose a different policy option. It's fine. And the amount of editing I've got to do in this video is kind of crazy. Alright then. I'm going to trust Xun Yu to have this situation down. So what we're going to do is we're going to send Shahalbar into the castle immediately. And we're going to send Shahalbar up to the north gate. And we're going to basically use him to kind of stall Yan Yan. And distract the bow unit and basically look to engage them. I think that seems a decent use of our time here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's bear in mind, we're still being shot to ribbons up here. And that will still happen even when we start fighting Guan Yu, so... This seems a better use of our time. Right.
Fire!
Yep. Here it all comes. Yeah, Simi's getting wrecked here. This is kind of gross. Right. It's a pretty big unit. Say Xiao Yun, Jiang Wei, Shang Zhang, like you know, pretty good stuff.
If you fight for your life, you will certainly.
You know, I feel like she should have had a bit of that. Just throw it out there. But I'm seeing green guys dropping, so maybe it's not all that bad, you know? Maybe it's not all that bad. Alright, Shaobar's broken away, so he's going to go into the gate here at least. Yeah, here they all come. We give him some Lee. I feel like I want to... Now, the only downside to Zhao unit is they have no protection against magic.
Fire!
And this is good. Because it means I get to do this. Get out of the way, dude. Oh, there's a lot of good targets. Let's back up over here. That might be a bit further, actually. Line these up, folks. There's no reason not to. Oh, yeah. That looks pretty tasty. That looks good. As is always the way, folks. Once you get them to level 2, you get level 3 pretty quick. Once you get level 3, it's good times. Here's the only thing like with Mei San Yang. It's say like even with like the AI when on the enemy side, even then like she doesn't really get up particularly high magic wise either. She just, you know, she just goes crazy. Which I guess makes a degree of sense, but it's strange that like she gets Meteor Shower and that's like meaningless. She just kind of just has it. But doesn't really ever be able to do something. It's strange, but hey. Also, that was pretty painful. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff, everyone. That is very, very good stuff. What the hell is this?
Now that we're here to help you, your troubles are over. We won't just let Cao Cao do as he pleases.
So yeah, Zhirong turns up from Norman and says, "Hey, would you like a hand? Looks like you could do with it." And Liu Bei's like, "Yeah, sure." So yeah, there's actually 4 separate nations of it being represented here in this fight, which I think is the most in possibly any fight in Kessen, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Zhirong's down here, and that's a problem. She's going to attack this southern gate here. So we're going to have to get Cao Ren to get involved here, basically. He's going to have to intercept. Otherwise, Pang Day's probably going to get attacked from the side, and it's going to be kind of bad. Right, meanwhile, Simi's nearly beaten. Like, what? Look at this. He's not even taken the gate yet, and he's nearly beat. The damage, folks, of trying to take this gate, it is catastrophic. All right, we gotta retreat here. Simi's spent. Pull him back to the supply depot. We have no choice here. Okay, then. Meanwhile, these forces are getting all over themselves here, which is kind of... I don't know what the hell's been going on here. Looks like a complete mess. They're sorting themselves out. That's the main thing. Right, Shaobar's in the castle. This is good. Now, again, you could, if you want, send Shaobar to, like, attack Liu Bei and Liu Zhang. Liu Zhang's unit's kind of dangerous. It's just sitting in the middle of the castle. It's a big, giant bow unit that's going to shoot anything that comes near. Usually it gets stalled by another force, but I'm banking on Xunyu defeating Zhao Yun, and I'm going to use her to engage Liu Zhang instead. Xiaoba needs to get to this north gate. We are taking major casualties. Right. I guess it's going to be Zhang Liao next. Lucky you. This is kind of what I would suggest doing in the other plan with, like, Guo Shuao's unit, but now that you get... I know Kai Wenji's actually in Guo Shuao's unit, I feel less inclined to just sacrifice his unit. But unless you send Xiao Bar out up with the catapults, and even if you do, like, you're pretty much just going to sacrifice a unit attacking the so. Alright, here comes Zhu Rong. Cao Ren is assumedly moving to engage. I don't know what's going on here. His unit's not moving for some reason. I don't know why. We're going to have to do it manually. Jiren's rallying, because of course he is. Our unit's moving with some pace. It's kind of uncomfortable.
Fire!
Yeah. You're murdering my dudes. Stop doing that. Let's actually have a look at this unit. What is it? Just Zhu Rong here? Zhu Rong, oh, he's being drawn by Wu Tugu. Yeah, although she's in charge, like, she doesn't get, like, there isn't, like, 4 or 5 freaking elephant units. It's only the one. But Wu Tugu there, like, he's pretty good. He's not a bad officer. He's got a lot of cool skills, so, don't underestimate this unit. It's, pretty dangerous if you're not ready for it. Now, I don't know if Cao Ren is really the best unit to be dealing with this. It's also incredibly large, but it should be able to sort of stand them off, at least for now. And that's kind of what I'm after.
For honor and reward.
It just makes me laugh every time. Also, those elephants get rendered 3D at whatever distance, because the game's like, it's a freaking elephant. You should probably respect that. Right, so that's going to be stalling Zhu Rong there. I don't know how well this fight's going to go. We'll have to see, but it's probably a bit dicey for Cao Ren, to put it mildly. Alright, Xiao Bar is nearly in here. What we want to do with Xiao Bar, we want to strike Yan Yan's unit specifically, which is in the top right corner there. There it is. So let's get across here. Alright, there we go. They should be able to probably... if I send them, like, this direction, that should avoid Guan Yu's unit. Alright then. Meanwhile... I don't know what's going on here, but for some reason, like, some units' commands out this side of the gate are just kind of... I don't know what's going on here, but they're not really responding too well. They're, like, getting caught on people and things and everything. It's, like, really strange. Having, like, manly commands. Not really the idea, but hey. Sasa's not yet bust this gate down, which is also a little disappointing. Put it mildly. There we go.
The gate's open. Storm the castle.
You must stop them no matter what the cost.
Alright then, so I reckon... what do we use actually? Sasa might not be a bad choice to actually kind of start try and take out Zhang Ren's actual unit here. And then what we can look to do is, once we actually defeat the unit, we'll keep Cao Cao back, and then we'll storm with Guo Shuao and Himiko, who can be far more effective once they actually get inside. It's actually not the worst idea in the world. I think I'm okay with this. Oh, Panday's taking some hits here, yes. Storming is still going to be pretty awkward, though, which is unfortunate, so we'll have to see what happens. Yeah, we go. We got the ambush from behind here as well. That's pretty nice. Oh, it didn't look like we got the proper ambush. Looks like we got seen, like, just in time by their unit. That's kind of unfortunate. Oh, we as well. Alright. Let's start doing some damage, everyone. Bible sounds good to me. Start taking out these many archers they've got. This could hurt a lot, actually. No protection. I do hope we get to see Ma Dai's spell. He just talks like a complete nutter. He's like, just says random stuff. He's like panicked, all sorts of crazy stuff. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty good. Very nice. Magic upgrade from as well. Nice. You can get him up to level 2, then that's pretty good going. I'd take it. What else you got? You got Rush, Raid, Battle Cry. That's the one. I can't remember what his what the third is. Right. Well, at least we can look to actually take this gate now and finish it off. Yeah, Cheng is nearly in. Actually, have a proper fight here. I'm just getting murdered. Handay's having some problems down the south side though. He's taking some problems. Oh, because Luo's just gonna be shooting from the walls. That's a problem. Of course, there's an archer unit in this, so it's just we're gonna get shot at by her. No wonder he's taking casualties. Yeah, this south gate's a problem. Also, by the way, hello Ma Chao, joined by there's Ma Dai and Wei Yan. Get a dangerous unit. Is he now? Wow. I'm not sure I've ever seen the AI use snipe before. Oh, man, why can't I just charge here? I'd murder them. Ugh.
The gate is open. Now's our chance.
The battle's nowhere near done.
It's so easy. Damn it. Damn it. I guess that's the point. So it can't be easy. I don't know if we're being shot at by Ma Chao here. I don't think so. God, what's going on this? What the hell's going on this front here? There's all sorts going on here. Rallies and charges, and my dudes are being panicked, and oh my god. There's a hell of a lot going on this front. Wow, Shinyi's rally is almost back, by the way, folks. That's pretty sweet. Alright, I think we need to address this.
You, Commander, prepare to lose your head.
I don't expect Zhao Yun to take this. Yeah.
I accept it, and to the death.
Jiang Wei likes dueling, even though his war stat is not that great. I think he's probably like, he might be the weakest dueler in the game. Like, war-wise? There might be someone else I can't think of.
So this is how you fight them.
I certainly can pick up duel later on. Her war stat isn't amazing at the start of the game.
I can kill you, even though I only have one eye.
So yeah, no, it's not really much difference morale-wise, but what it does do is it does cause some panic amongst the enemy forces. That's kind of the big deal with it. So... of course he's rallying. Look at his eyes!
We're gonna win! You gotta believe!
We gotta believe! What the hell are you, Parappa the Rapper? Could be the same voice actor. I can't dispute that. It might actually be the same dude. Legit don't know. Right, I think this calls for a charge, everyone. That seems a decent direction.
Are you ready for this? Attack them now!
Yeah, go get ourselves some. Very nice. Do some good damage there. Even clocked Zhao Yun on the way through. Very nice. There we go, good stuff. It's pretty much Zhao Yun more or less spent here is the only problem though. But the unit looks like it's probably going to take the win though, which is good. Man, Pangday's taking some real blows here. It's pretty bad. Right, Zhang Liao and Guan Yu are now engaging in combat, which is good. Again, I can't really do much here. Like, I kind of want to... Do I bait him out? I guess I do. Makes sense. All right, let's pull away here. If Guan Yu's going to take it, then so be it. Alright, yeah, so Simi is recovering here, which I guess is good, but, like, he ain't going to do very much in this battle. It's just, it's not his one. Right, further on down. Yeah, the only problem with this here is that Sauron hasn't picked up Duel, or... He can't even pick up, like, Raid. I think that's, like, his fourth skill is Raid. The problem is, like, it's really hard to get him to there, I find, because, like, his units aren't generally very aggressive. So it takes a long time for him to kind of like win a lot of fights. So you tend not to be winning as many battles. If you got like someone like say like a Zhao Yun or a, you know, a Pang Day, you've got all these attacking options straight away. So you take out units a lot quicker rather than Sauron, who has to kind of just wear them down. Wow.
Hey, follow me now, guys.
There was some interesting vocabulary use there. Let's show that off, though. See, I like it, and it's nice when I get to show off what the enemy's doing, you know? Also, Bo, look at this here with, this is something you can't really do as yourself. Again, this is the AI, kind of like this whole reinforcement thing going on here. Meteor showers! Wow, it's all happening. These are freaking, where the hell is you, Jin? Right, we need to do something about this. This is unacceptable. The elephant's just eating my guys for lunch. Trying to tap some row there. Not bad. Which could do some serious damage as well, so I'm not gonna be I'll not be too cautious. Is that even a word? I don't think so. Right. I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look to try and let Zhang Liao to fight Guan Yu. And I'm going to get Yu Jin to go in behind and, like, start infiltrating the castle. Seems a very sort of Yu Jin thing to do. So... Man, this is, he's been hit, like, surprisingly hard. I thought I'd win this a lot easier than I have. It's kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. See, when the AI decided to start throwing all their skills at you, like, you start taking a lot of damage. It makes you wonder, like, if you could actually play this as, like, a PvP. It's some pretty cool stuff. Again, I know I've said this a couple of times before, but at least that's the nice thing of tactics, that there was a PvP option of the game. It sometimes wasn't the most balanced, because the forces you get given is random, you don't pick. And some forces you start are just subjectively better than other ones. I'm trying to restore our unit here. Witagu's rallying. I'm waiting for Zhao Yun to start just ripping through my forces here. I would not be surprised. Man, we've been panicked hard. This Jiang Wei freaking charging us down here. Alright, we get the win. Good. That was pretty expensive. That did not go too well. Alright, let's get Shun Yun into the castle and we'll see what we can do here. Damn, I was hoping to bait Guan Yu out of the way. Right, I'm going to try and see if I'm going to make this work. I'm going to try and retreat Zhang Liao up the hill here and hope that Eugene can get in unnoticed here. This may or may not work.
The gate's open.
Good.
We must not lose. So I'm in the gate now. Come on through me.
So I'm in the gate now. Come on through me. That doesn't sound like the greatest use of English I've ever heard. Might just be me. Alright then, we'll do it at the moment. Right then, so at least they're in combat now. Pangde has taken some losses to do it, which is unfortunate. Oh wow, we've actually technically been blindsided. That's pretty bad. Ah, shit. Of course I can't do anything here. Go for a duel. It's a bit risky. Let's go for it. Let's give it a spin.
I am Pangde of the land.
Zhang Fei's taking it.
Fight with me.
Zhang Fei refusing a deal? Are you kidding me?
If you choose to fight, then you choose to die.
This is far from a guaranteed win, though. Not even close. Come on, Pangde. Readying up. Here they come.
Shu.
That was bad.
Now he has tasted the might and power of Zhang Fei.
That was really bad. Ow, that's for dueling. If it doesn't work, you have these issues. Oh my god. Right, we have to, we gotta pull out. We're gonna get absolutely murdered here. We have to withdraw. Sauron's gonna be in a really awkward spot. He's about to get hit from two fronts, but there's not much I can do here. This is a problem. It's my own damn fault too. Right, Zhang Liao's about to retreat away, this is good. Right, Shan Bar's having a fight here, of course. Sure.
You can't regret your actions once you're dead.
I mean, this is true. I don't know who you're trying to convince, though. Them? Us? Humanity? Unsure. Right, okay, so Zhang Liao's putting away. Is Guan Yu taking the bait? That's the question. Is he taking the bait? Oh, he is. Oh, he is. Oh, how delightful. All right. That is good. Right, Eugene, in you go. Right, Xunyu's also getting into there too, so this is good. Now, the only problem with this plan is that we do have the problem of how do we turn around without getting ambushed? And the answer is, I don't think we officially can. I think the way to do it is you go into ring formation, so technically you have a line of sight behind you.